Hello, hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. How are you guys doing in chat? I see we have a lot of people in chat, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I gotta make sure. Okay, I did mute, which is really nice.
Oh, let me make sure. I think I got to make sure. Yes, okay, I'm muted on my YouTube, but I got to turn down my volume because it always backfeeds. Okay, there.
Hello, Glenn. How are you doing? Jennifer Hayes is in the house. Tommy 2.0 is in here, and he's on the other side of the monitors. Hello, Mel Mel. How are you doing, my friend? Barbara, hello, hello. Dwayne, Mr. Sassy Pants this morning, or this morning. Oh, boy.
Oh. Okay.
Evening. I will get it right. I will get it right. I promise. Let's see. Hello, JRKR. How you doing? Good to see you. We got to meet her this weekend, her and her husband. It was so awesome. And, of course, me, being me, forgot to record anything or take pictures or anything like that. But we got to meet her and her husband. It was so awesome. So awesome.
That's
Hello.
way cool.
And hello. Is that Cha-Cha?
Hi, Jen.
The data girl?
Yeah, hi, Cha-Cha.
Okay. I'm trying to learn. So, hello, Cha-Cha. Hello, Aunt Kelly. How are you doing? Mel, Mel and Johnny and all them got hit with snow this weekend, and we haven't had none. Nope, we don't have none. We're supposed to get snow Friday night into Saturday evening, late Saturday evening. So we're supposed to get a whole bunch of snow, but who knows? It says
We
that.
just had a light dusting.
Yeah.
We didn't get a lot of snow.
Mel says it melted. That's awesome. Hello, Perlini. Hello, Denise. Welcome.
Hello, Pearl.
Well, we don't really have a topic tonight.
I thought of a topic. I was gonna share it.
Okay. What do you have in mind?
Well, since last week was rather emotional, I thought this week we'd be a little more upbeat. And since Christmas is coming up, I thought, why don't we share things and have people share in the chat, of course, of things that bring us joy.
My bird brings me joy.
I know what Pixie's going to say. A hot tub.
Yes. Oh, yes. Hot tubs bring me joy, but I can't sit on them for long. But they bring me joy. I mean, we did. We had a lot of fun this weekend, and it was nice to get away. It really was.
That's great.
But the second we walked in the house, all the birds were going crazy. All the cat was going insane. And here's Brock, she didn't quack. She just didn't care that we were gone or not. So, yeah. Hi, James. How you doing? So, yeah, but we had fun. We had a lot of fun. Kids swam until... So Friday we got there. They swam up until close. And then Saturday they swam in the morning. And then decided to hang out in the room. We went and... I mean, I am so thankful that my kids are older now. Because let me tell you, it's cheaper when we go shopping. They're not wanting everything and anything in the store. So we went and me and Tommy hung out for a little bit and then came back. And when we got back, they swam from the time we got back to close, which is like 11. And then yesterday they swam for a little bit in the morning and then wanted to stay at the hotel. So we let them stay at the hotel and we went and met up with JRKR and her husband. And then we got back. Tommy dropped me off. And then they swam from the time I got back till, well, Jasmine swam until like 7, but she was swimming so much over the weekend that she tired herself out. So she was laying there relaxing, which was cool. And then I was like, oh, my kidney hurts. Hey, Jasmine, you want to rub my kidney for me? And she got up, got changed into her swimsuit, and ran out the door to the swimming pool. I was like, that's one way to get her to go. And then this morning they were up bright and early and went and swam in the pool before we had to get ready to leave. And Dwayne's like, PG only. Well, maybe a little R. Does that mean relaxation? That R there, Dwayne? I saw.
He's asking me what makes me happy. Hey, Dwayne, a 50 BMG. He'll know exactly what that is.
I don't know what that is.
I'm guessing it has something to do with the military.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Did you say no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm so confused.
He said
a Barrett 50 cal rifle.
Oh, a pew pew. BMG. Wait, no,
pew.
Rifles are bang bangs.
Either all of them are pew pews. And the things you put in them are crayons.
Did you say crayons?
Mm-hmm. That's just a safe way of putting it, so you don't get demonetized.
You know, primary, secondary, tertiary colors.
Yeah.
After the live, Pete, I'm gonna show you my toy that makes me happy because of how I got it, which I've explained before in the past. I have a little pew pew that's like pretty awesome. It's from World War II.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really pretty, but I don't want to show it on YouTube again.
I'm a huge collector of World War II stuff.
What's that?
I'm a huge collector of World War II stuff.
Oh, so then you'll love this gun.
Yeah, I have like bayonets and helmets and patches and actual documentation, a mess kit, all kinds of stuff.
Oh wow,
I've been collecting it for years.
And my son has a can that has crackers and jam in it. He's never opened it.
Let's see.
I can tell you it's good for 25 years. Way past the expiration point.
Yeah.
James said Shamrock Pixie dust must be working. Cha-ching. That makes James happy when he hears cha-ching.
Yep. Bet it does.
Dwayne says Browning machine gun 50 cal. Is that what makes you happy, Dwayne?
No.
Motorcycles.
I would say it's motorcycles.
Denise says books, fabric, and yarn or yam.
Books, fabric, and
I think that's yarn, but it looks like yam.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's awesome. What kind of books?
Hello, Susanna. Welcome. What makes you happy?
Yep. What brings you joy? So, what else brings you joy, Peter?
Helping people, really. It's the job I do, going out and seeing clients and helping them with their mental health. I mean, before this, I was a fireman and a paramedic, and then when I realized I had to give that up because my body couldn't do it anymore, and I didn't want to put other firemen and ambulance personnel in danger because of my shortcomings, I finally come to grips that I had to retire. And then I didn't know what to do, but I still wanted to be able to help people. And then I went to school, became a peer. And when I got done with that, I've been doing that for, this will be 2.5 years.
That's great. Did I ever tell you that my great grandfather, Dwayne's brother, is a firefighter firefighter paramedic, but did I say my great grandfather was the fire chief on the west side of Salt Lake, and he was declared dead twice.
Ooh.
Until he had a burning building fall on him, and they were sure he was dead, and pulled him out, dusted him off, and he kept going. But and he lived into his 90s.
Oh wow,
I
that's
think
cool.
my scariest thing was falling through a floor.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, my grandma had all kinds of stories because they lived next door to the firehouse, so that was their life, you know.
Yep.
And then, you know, back when things like that, it wasn't, you know, a job. That was your entire life, and then, so
I grew up, grew up where my dad was a fireman, and the fire department was our family. That was like our immediate family. And when my dad's crazy. I love my dad, but he's crazy. He jumped out of an airplane.
without
With a parachute.
okay.
But he landed wrong. Okay. So I think I was like 21 or 22 when he did it. Okay. And he broke his ankle. And I mean, this is how tight of a family they were. So my dad had to go and have surgery and everything, and he couldn't be a fireman for a short time. He was like on medical leave. And this makes me happy. So there is a good part to this. So when he was healing and he came home from the hospital after his surgery, the whole street was lined up with all the fire trucks to welcome him home from the hospital.
That's awesome.
And so I always had that, I have mad respect for the fire department. I still have my fireman jacket from Clintonville that I got at 12 years old, and it still fits me.
That's great.
I don't know if that's probably a good thing to admit. but I can still fit into it. And then he became fire chief, and we were very proud of him. And then he retired.
Make me big.
Retiring, and let me make you bigger.
Let's see, paramedic award.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got paramedic of the year twice.
Oh, that's
Okay,
awesome.
cool.
One was saving a family in a burning car, and the other one was taking control of an entire motor vehicle accident before anyone arrived, and was literally extricating people with tools out of the back of my truck.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow.
Let's see. I'm looking up to see where we left off. Okay, so Denise says that biographies, historical fiction, and some fantasy. I love reading. So I love anything that's true, haunting stuff, paranormal stuff, historical romance, and paranormal romance. Those are my.
So I got you know how on Amazon you can get the free or the $1, and it was like $8 minus $8 for collection of 11 free or for 11 short stories, and you get 31 free. Whatever. I ended up with 42 stories. I read 4 or 5 of them, and each one was worse than the previous. And I was like, "Can I get my money back?"
Oh, yeah.
So awful.
Oh, no.
I don't think I'm gonna make it through all 42.
Wow.
And then I read another story, and there's like over 40 in that series. And the first one was 99 cents, and it was worth 99 cents. The rest are $3. I'm like, I'm not paying that much for that. I gave it 3 out of 5 Amazon stars, which is actually pretty good.
You don't think you wanted to give them 3 out of 5.
No, it's just that I've read such horrible stories that they were more they got 3 stars kind of like out of default, just because they were just better than the rest. Not that they were good.
I have Amazon
Anthony
Prime,
said,
and I get free Kindle books all the time. And right now I'm in the middle of a series, and I've already read 13 of the 17 books
oh
See,
wow.
in 2 months.
thank you, dear. My problem is when we reading a serial as opposed to a series. In reading a serial, once you get the algorithm basically of it down, then it loses its excitement because you just kind of know what's going to happen next, and the predictability of it all. So I don't know. As long as I fall asleep through some of them, I can make it further. But then after a while, if I can fall asleep during a story and not get lost because I've already predicted it because I've listened to however many before, then I know it's time to move on.
Yeah, she also said that she likes horror. Horror.
Awesome. And
Did you get my package yet?
I did get your package.
way
Okay, good.
cool.
Did you like the little?
Right
Did you like the little guy?
I do. I opened it up in the car. I started giggling. I was like, I love it. So I'll show you guys what I got. Peter sent me this little guy here.
Awesome. What are the words? I can't read what it says.
It says, find love, earn degree, sing, reach the top, cure disease, new home, win first prize, grow 2 inches. I need that one.
Grow 2 inches.
Win lottery, open baseball game, gain confidence, rhyme, lose weight, new friend, and it's a smiley, your positive enabler.
Awesome.
It's
You have to
really,
put that
really
on your
cute.
wall somewhere where you can look at it.
Oops. My camera went a little hazy. And then he sent me a bunch of different books on schizophrenia, eating disorders. Won't be able to see that one. Depression, anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, bipolar disorder, and attention deficit hyperactive activity disorder. Oh, I did it again.
What is it that's happening?
Well, because my camera's trying to focus on the books, and
gotcha.
there's a couple of them that were blue, so it was trying to blend in with the back. So it was. I really like it, and I started reading the schizophrenia one in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I thought you'd enjoy them.
More?
And then I jokingly looked at Tommy and said, "Uh-oh, I think your mom's got this." He started laughing at me. He's like, "No." I'm like, I thought maybe. He thought oh, brother. Maybe she's watching. Maybe she's one of my lurkers.
Maybe.
And
Maybe.
oh, yep. Did you see what Dwayne said? I was going to share that I listened to all the Wheel of Time books. It took me like 10 months to get through all of them because they are long.
Yeah, I don't see.
And you can't fall asleep through a lot of that. So some things, I don't know. I had my whole critique of it when I was listening to it. Yeah, Wheel of Time.
I've never heard of that one.
So it was started by Jordan Roberts, and he died, and Brandon Sanderson took over.
Okay, Wheel.
And they asked him, can you finish this up in one book? And Brandon went through all the notes, and he said, I can finish it up in 3 books. And so that's what he did. I actually appreciated his writing better. I felt that Jordan Roberts, or Robert Jordan, I always switch it up. Is it Jordan Roberts or Robert Jordan? Dwayne knows. He always corrects me because I switch it around. But Robert Jordan. Okay, so Robert Jordan, he always kind of took the long way around the block for describing things, whereas Brandon, his older stuff, he was that way, but he's gotten a lot better in just being more direct, and I appreciate that. But
I wrote it down so that
series, if you listen to it or read it, I highly, highly recommend getting the companion book, because you meet like 2,000 characters through that series.
Oh, wow.
And so, and there's a map, and yeah, it's not a light read by any means.
Wow. So Dwayne answered the smell of burning rubber, nitro, methane, my family, and food, and then he said not necessarily in that order. JRKR said family, food, and thrifting.
Family, food.
Hello, Craig. Welcome. I don't remember if I said hi or not. Let's see. Looking through real quick to see. Have a good night, Mel. Sweet dreams. Hi, Cliff. Welcome. I don't know if I missed anybody's answers. If I did, oh, hi, Johnny. Welcome. If I missed anybody's answers in chat, please put like little question marks next to it so I can see it, so it jumps out at me. That way, I can see it better. I like Donna Grant. That's my author that I love, and there's actually a story behind it, because when my kidneys first, let's see, it was before Tommy and I got together. I was in and out of the hospital for 6 months because of my kidneys. And at the hospital, they had books where you could pick them up and borrow them and stuff like that. Well, I just happened to get a Donna Grant book. And they had a couple different ones, and it was part of a series. And I picked it up, and I was reading it while I was going through all my stuff for my kidneys. And let me tell you, I was hooked. Though her Dark Sword series that she has was the start of there's 3 series that kind of blend together. And the Dark Sword series, or the Dark Sword series is the first in the set. And it helped me get through the first couple weeks that I was in the hospital with my kidneys. And I messaged her on Facebook, and I thanked her for writing phenomenal books, and that I wanted to let her know that, the series helped me through a really difficult time for me. And she wrote me back. And
awesome.
we are now friends, and we talk back and forth a lot.
Way cool. I see that Highlander. There's a lot of books that have Highlander in it.
Mm-hmm. It's yeah. I love Highlander books. But it's the series is based on Celtic, and it's Highlander, stuff like that. Really grumpy guys who meet their soulmate, and change, but not in what we would classify changing. They like became better men because of their women, and they changed from human to a Celtic like being.
Like a deity or a god? Or an
Yeah,
idol?
and yeah, and so it's a good series. It's a good series. I love the books, and I have I have all the first series. I have all of the second, and I have to finish getting the third series, all the books there. She's awesome. And then I don't know if you guys know who Claudia Kahn is, but she's also a writer, and she does a lot of female hero type books. And she messaged me and asked if she could use my name in one of her books. And I was, because she loved my name so much. So I was like, I don't care. And I got a free copy of the book.
Awesome.
Right? I was like, oh, wow. So that made me happy. So I've had a lot of good things that have happened to me, as much as bad things have happened to me. Let's see. What is... Let's see.
Okay, there we go.
Hi, Sharon.
Claudia Connor.
Claudia Kahn.
Ocon?
Yep. Here, let me see if I can
Okay.
pull it up.
Because I found a Connor. Ocon. Okay.
I know I'm spelling her name wrong. Claudia Kahn. Here we go.
Well, you can't be misspelling it any worse than what I do.
I'll grab her Facebook link so you guys can see who I'm talking about. There we go. That's Claudia Kahn's Facebook page. And then I'll find Donna Grant. Because Donna Grant has here we go. Here we go. Wait, oops, wrong one.
Hey, do you guys follow Shrinking Sharon?
What?
You follow her?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. She has a very good show.
I didn't even see that she was in chat yet.
Yeah, she's here.
Hello, dear. And this is Donna Grant's Facebook page. So, how are you doing today? We are talking about things that make us happy and bring us joy. So that's how we ended up on the book topic. Let's go. I'm trying to find where we left off because my StreamYard jumped. Let's see. Craig says, it makes me happy when everyone just gets along. For sure.
Can't we all just get along?
Right? James says, writing, my kids making videos. I love the process, but also when someone is able to do something or avoid a problem because of one of my videos, those makes me happy. Awesome.
That's great.
Let's see.
Dark Alpha's Caress. Whiskey and Wishes.
Is that
Dark Alpha's Obsession. I'm reading the names of her books here.
which one, Claudia Kahn or Donna Grant?
Donna Grant.
Yeah, she's got a lot of books. She's written a lot of books.
Looking for a Cowboy, Heart of Texas.
Definitely not my kind of book.
Fever, a Dark King's novel. Yeah, man. There,
I think I just got in trouble with Dwayne.
no lacking in physique on the covers there. Yeah.
I don't really look at the covers. I read the back of the book, and if it's got me hooked, then I start reading the book. But oh wait, hold on. Constantine's book is coming out. Sweet. Or is it already out? Oh, I'm happy. That's one
Lady
of the
Freebird, I'm very sorry for your loss. We put a message in there for you on the chat.
Lady Freebird. Hey, girl.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my girl.
I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Well, I am glad that you were feeling better, but I am so sorry about your brother. But I am very glad that you are here today. I really am. We have missed you so much. We will definitely keep you in our prayers, Lady Freebird.
Absolutely.
For sure. When I got out of the hospital with my spleen, Lady Freebird sent me roses from Ireland.
Oh my gosh.
It was the first
Wow.
gift I received when I got out of the hospital. And that made me tear up. It filled my heart with so much love for
Yeah,
her.
that's wonderful.
So Lady Freebird, if you ever need to talk, just hit me up. And I really am glad that you stopped in. Let's see. Really, Dwayne? Really? Oh, we love you too, Lady Freebird. You go get some rest. And if you ever need to talk, just hit me up, girl, okay? Much, much, much love to you. Yeah, go lay down. It's all right, Lady Freebird. But thank you so much for stopping by. Go get some rest now. Jump again, really? All right, Tommy's answer to it is food and fishing makes him very, very happy. What about your family? We're all right. Heather, Dwayne wants to know what makes you happy.
Nice dinner you brought in.
Yep. Having a husband that cooks, that makes me happy. But I really enjoy having my children be adults. And
why did you laugh like that, Tommy?
What did he say?
You said you really enjoy your kids being adults, and he just he laughed about it.
I'm looking forward to it.
He's looking forward to that. So I was like, why
Yeah,
are you laughing?
I really, really enjoy it. Raising my children was incredibly stressful, as it is for most people. So I like being able to get my children and my daughter-in-law and my soon-to-be son-in-law all together. That's a lot of fun. We're going to do that on Christmas, so I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
And I have here my Heather room where everywhere you look, there's things that there's specific, that resembles me. It's very eclectic. If you like things to be calm, this is not the room for you to be in. So I hadn't had my own space since I had my oldest son, and so I really like that. Because I like working on my projects, and when it's nice weather, I enjoy going for walks. And Dwayne can tell you, I go on the same path all the time, but that's because I'm more thinking than anything else. So it doesn't matter that I'm always walking in the same circle. Brings me joy.
Your husband is so sassy. Did you see her comment?
Let's see.
So Destiny checks off the
I read that.
first typical woman. Sassy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, spending time with my husband. I'd say those are the main things that bring me joy at this point in my life.
It's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait till my kids are old enough. They're old enough to be left alone now for small periods of time. And I can't wait till the day they move out so that Tommy can I just go and do what we want to do.
Dwayne, and same with you and Tommy, Dwayne and I have never had that because Ian was 5. Well, Ian was 3 when Dwayne and I met, and then 5 when we got married. And by the time we'd been married for 2.5 years, we had 3 children. So I don't recommend it. But we survived it. And I absolutely adored my babies. My children as babies. I have great memories, but you could not send me back to that time in my life for nothing. Every mother knows when I made the cut.
Your husband's very happy he made the cut.
The first thing I said is I enjoyed that you cook. But I think every mother remembers when she finally gets to the point where you get through a whole day without someone bawling. It's, oh my gosh, what a milestone that was.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for that.
I'm 58 and I got a 12-year-old now.
That's okay.
Yeah, actually, her birthday's tomorrow.
She's going to be 12 or 13.
We kept picking on her. I kept telling her that we're all going to get up at midnight and we're all going to crawl into bed with her and we're all going to sing happy birthday to her. She looked at me like I had 10 heads. So she was like, "No, you're not." I was like, "Don't tell me I'm not. I will get everybody up and we'll all get in your bed and sing happy birthday at midnight."
The thing that I had decided, there's only one difference between 2 and 12, ages 2 and 12, 100 pounds. That's it. Their behavior is the same all over again. At 12 is what they behave like at 2. Not my favorite.
Now I've got to think about this.
Disagree.
Jasper was really quiet.
Yeah, Georgia was very rambunctious at 2, going 90 miles an hour with her hair on fire. Now, sometimes I forget she's even in the house.
There are things that I saw in my children as infants, personality traits that I still see in them today.
Well, I'm not saying she don't have her moments. I mean, Georgia can turn on a dime and just be like she's 30, and she's telling you what to do, and you look at her like, "Excuse me, have you lost your mind?"
I couldn't even tell you who was the most difficult to parent because they were all incredibly next to impossible in their own special way. And I never felt like I actually raised my children. I more just guided them through the insanity and prayed that I lived through it. That was my household.
It's so hard now. With, you can't go places, you can't do things, and she's one of the people where she likes one weekend where it's nothing. We're not doing anything, and Sunday she'll get up and she'll say, "Can I have a lazy day?" And we're like, "Okay." So she doesn't change. She stays in her pajamas the entire day. Doesn't
We do
worry
that all
about
the
it.
time around here.
And then, but like she's always wants to go. Hey, can we go out? Can we go do something? Can we go someplace? And I'm like, there's no place to go. Everything around here is closed.
Oh,
Even the mall's closed. You can't even go to the mall.
what a bummer. Something I have been happy to hear is my children, they remember playing outside a lot. They remember doing chores. I'm actually really happy that they remember doing chores. They do. When my kids, I just talked and talked and talked with my kids about everything, and that was one of the things that I was sure to just have communication with my children. Another thing was I got to know their friends and their friends' families as much as possible. Because if your kid doesn't want to tell you what they're up to, the friend probably will. And I let my children know from the very beginning, it doesn't matter what you do, your mother will find out. I just drilled that right into them that I'm like, you cannot keep things from me. I will find out. So you may as well just tell me. So they did. And there were times when I was like, what the hell happened to you? Did you turn into a teenager and get brain damage? But we got through it.
Yet I'm dealing with a 48-year-old child. I had to mute because he was slurping his coffee very loudly.
Drink coffee afternoon, man.
I'm drinking coffee. Hello, James.
Be careful with my caffeine.
Hello.
I was like, who's Trouble and who's the jalapeno? And I had to go and look because somebody told me the secret of finding out who's coming in your chat if they don't have their name.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, that's James.
Jalapeno on a stick.
Do what?
It's I'm a jalapeno on a stick.
That's great. That's awesome. Oh,
James,
Lord.
how are you?
Troubled.
Yeah.
As always.
As always.
You're in trouble, or you
No.
are trouble.
I am troubled. Like always.
Real quick, let me answer James's comment to Tommy. Tommy, don't leave out the host of the show. Yeah, I irritate him more than anything. So that's why he goes fishing an awful lot. And I know he loves me.
You guys are together a lot, right?
Yeah, we're together. Yeah, we're together a lot. So when he goes fishing, and like he went to the bins yesterday for a couple hours, and I went outside to have my cigarette at the hotel, and all of a sudden my phone rings. Now, I didn't call him. I left him alone. You hear that, Aunt Kelly? I did not call him. He called me, just saying. And so I was talking, because she always messes with me and is like, just let him go do his own thing. Let him go do his own thing. So I'm just letting you know, Aunt Kelly. I know you'll see this. But anyway, so he called me and he's like, I'm going to be leaving the bins here in a few minutes. He's like, so meet me outside. And I'm like, crap. I was already frozen because it was chillier at night than it was during the day. So I went in real quick, got some coffee, and then went and checked on the kids. And then I got stopped by, I stopped by the
cops.
no, the front desk guy. And so I was talking with him, and then Tommy messaged me and was like, "I'm here," and I'm like, "Oops." So I wasn't quite outside when he got there, but he got me a pot and pan set, a Rachel Ray high-end pots and pan set. So I was
Video
happy.
poker, Tommy.
What?
Video poker.
Wait, what, Thomas? It's going to be a rough winter because I don't ice fish. That means more time together. LOL. All right, honey. You remember that?
That's why I said video poker.
And it's awesome that he got you the Rachel Ray pot and pan set, and you're excited about it. If Dwayne was to get me a pot and pan set, which we already have one, but I'd be like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
I like to cook. I just don't do it because our kitchen is so flipping small.
Oh, yeah, that's awful. Our kitchen is decent.
When we
Our
cook,
kitchen is huge.
see, I want an industrial, or not industrial, but like a commercial kitchen.
Oh, but that's like, yeah,
kitchen.
I don't cook, and I'd like to have that.
And well, because when Tommy and I, like, I'll cook one night, he'll cook a different night, because we just don't have the space to.
Yeah, we've lived in places like that. Yeah.
And so when
Dwayne calls it a one-ass kitchen, and he's the only ass in there.
See, it's.
Wow.
I have this little table that we have to bring into the house. It's sitting on the porch now, but we had to bring into the house so I could cook Thanksgiving dinner because that's how small our kitchen is. And the counters are too high, so I got to step on a stepping stool in order to be able to work properly.
How tall are you? I don't think I even know.
I'm 5 foot even.
Okay, because at 5'6", I'm like right straight average, and so things like that, when you're in the average height range, you don't even think about. And then I hear you talking about things.
Yeah, well, Jasmine and I were live one night. We ended up removing the live, but when I got my Instapot, I had to use the step stool in order to see into it because the counters are high already, and that's on top of the counter. So in order to be able to see down into what I'm doing in there, I had to.
Dwayne's not going to let you live this down.
I know he's not. I know.
Do you remember that movie Silverado?
I know the movie, but I can't think of anything about. I can't remember anything about it.
Well, the bartender lady, she was vertically challenged like that, and behind the bar it had this little ramp that she walked up that was like 6 inches taller off the ground. And so you could possibly think about putting a runner that's 6 inches across all your cabinets and countertops, so you can reach up to the cupboards, so you don't have to pull out that bottom drawer and stand on top of the bottom drawer.
I think that's so cool when you can pull out the bottom,
or think about this: put your drawers that you have on the bottom, just turn those upside down so that's your pull up. I
might go through those because it's real cheap.
Oh, well, there's that.
Yes. Dwayne says, I think he's trying to say something with the pants. Yeah, he wants me to cook more. That's what he's trying to say. And then Tommy says, if we buy the house, we are knocking out a kitchen wall and putting in an island. Yes, we are. We're going to make it bigger. We're actually going to knock out the kitchen. What we would do is we'd knock out the kitchen wall that's attached to the living room, dining room area, and then knock out the wall that's attached to, or that like separates the porch from our living room, dining room area. And we're going to put the kitchen in the front part of the house. And then the kitchen that we have now is going to be just like a walking area. And then we want to put a deck around the house, and where our bay window is now, we want to knock that out and put sliding glass doors, because the bay window, now it's already been fixed once and it didn't get fixed properly, so now it's leaning again. And
sorry, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt. Something come up and I have to run.
that's
I
okay, dear.
sorry, guys. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for joining.
Okay.
So the bay window is kind of like tilting out, which is making the floor buckle. So we would just take that whole thing out so we don't have to worry about it, and put sliding glass doors, and then put a wraparound deck, so that that way it's a lot easier. And I would have an island. I'd have everything that I want. And Dwayne, I was 4'11.5" for a very long time, until I got pregnant with my son and I grew a half an inch. After that, it's been all downhill since.
Women usually shrink. Not.
Yeah,
My feet kind of spread out, but that was fine because they were narrow.
Yeah, I grew a half an inch when I got pregnant with my son, so that was kind of weird.
Really funny. Dwayne's mother isn't even 5 feet tall.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Build a pull-out step under the cabinets. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I thought about that. Yeah.
And then, hi, B Davy. Hello. 6'6" here. My problem is always hitting my head. Maybe I've had too many concussions. So, oh boy. So, speaking of halfling, Dwayne, I had to look up what would be classified as a little person, like height-wise.
You fall into it.
I'm at the cutoff. I'm at the cutoff for the height thing. Like, all my bones are small. It's just who I am. But I'd be tall for being a little person. And that's okay. But my son was picking on me about being a little person, so I had to look it up to make sure, so I could correct him. Wasn't nice. I was like, oh no.
They say great things come in small packages.
Yeah, dynamite's small in small packaging. And I'm a redhead, so I got double whammy dynamite.
Well, let's see. Natalie is 1 inch shorter than me, and then both my boys are taller. And my oldest son grew quickly, so by junior high, I think he was taller than me. And so that's always a weird thing when you go from looking down, eye level, looking up.
I know. Oh, you want to hear something that happened over the weekend that I totally just missed somewhere before this weekend? So we were in the hotel room and Joey walked up to me to hand me something. And I actually had to look up to him. And I was like, whoa, when did you grow where I had to look up? This is not fair.
Probably a few years ago.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it until the other day when we were at the hotel and he's standing next to me. And I had to look up, it never clicked that I had to look up until this past weekend. Isn't that bad?
It'll get worse when he does this and puts it on top of your head.
Yeah, my son
and
does
leans.
My brother does
that kind of stuff. He'll pet my head. He'll give me a hug and pet my head. I'm like, do not pet your mother.
Yeah, both of my kids try to do that to me. I'm gonna see.
Well, and two, I've mentioned that my oldest son is definitely an older soul than me. And so I did not succeed at keeping a step ahead of him. I really didn't.
I'm trying to find, if I can find the picture, I will show you. My little brother does that, puts his arm on top of my head thing. And he thinks it's the funniest thing ever. He did it while I was pregnant with my son. And I don't know where the picture is.
Oh,
He's
I
like,
have an announcement.
what's up?
I am doing a live with Emily Conway.
Sweet.
She's going to pick the Punisher's brain.
Cool.
Yep, that's this coming Wednesday night.
Way cool.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
I thought that was pretty nice of her to ask.
And yeah.
That is really awesome. Do you have a link to it? Does she have it up?
She hasn't put it up yet.
Okay.
I just sent her a picture last night. I thought I sent it to her a couple of nights ago, but she said she didn't get it for some reason. So, but she got the picture and she said, "That's great. I'll have the thing up soon." So I haven't seen anything yet.
I will grab her channel link here in a second. I'm just a little bit slower at that.
So I got myself
That's okay. Jennifer's in the chat. You can get it in like 30 seconds.
I found her. Let's see. If you guys are not subscribed to Emily Conway, please do so. She is really amazing. And she also is a fellow mental health channel. So, there.
And she wears her heart on her sleeve.
Yes, she does. Yes, she is. I beat Jennifer.
Mm-hmm.
But Jennifer's usually quicker than me. Way quicker. Well, everybody seems to be quicker than me with everything. But that's okay.
Because you catch up eventually.
I do catch up eventually.
So do you want to see what I got myself this past week?
What's that?
There we go. Can you see it?
Uh-huh.
That's what I got myself this week.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. They're pretty. Cool. They're kind of busy but they're pretty. I was thinking of, I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing with them. This is my second deck. Actually, my third. My first deck was an Oracle. No, this is my fourth deck. So, because I have Oracle, one deck of Oracle, and then 3 of Tarot.
I have Wade's Universal deck.
It's a what?
It's an older deck. I've had it forever. It's Wyatt or Wade Universal deck.
This is Hay House. My favorite one is my Dreams of Gaia. That's this one. That's my favorite one. And then I picked it out another Oracle deck that my daughter. I picked it out and she got it for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she ordered it. It's my Christmas gift. So
that's cool.
Is that kind of getting a deck of Oracle cards for Christmas? Is that kind of opposites there? I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think I packed mine all away. I could be wrong. I just got to remember. Yeah, I think I packed mine away. They're in storage right now. I'm pretty sure that's where they are. I'm horrible with my memory, I'm telling you.
I misplaced 3 pairs of pants. You want to talk about a crap memory? I can't find them anywhere. I have to go buy
But
myself new jeans because I can't find where I put them.
I know I'm messing up my green screen.
And my house isn't even messy, minus my children's rooms. I don't count that. And Dwayne's man cave, I don't count that. Or the storage room. Anything I'm in charge of is clean. So unless somebody stole my pants, they have vanished and I have to buy more.
Dwayne, is there something we need to know?
And actually, I think he actually found like 4 or 5 pairs of jeans and he's like, are these the ones? I'm like, those are all my donation jeans. These were putting away from the summer jeans, and because I wear capris all summer. But lame. That is how crappy my memory has become. I looked under my dresser. I looked under the bed. I'm talking. I have looked everywhere. My closet is not messy, so they can't be hiding because I told you during when we did the initial shutdown, I went through and reorganized everything in my house because that's what I do when I'm having anxiety. And I put them somewhere safe, so they would be there when winter
You'll
came.
never find them again. Never put them safe.
I know. It's just stupid.
I've heard of sock monsters, but I've never heard of jean monsters.
I know, complete pairs of jeans. And they're not even tiny jeans.
Yeah, when I go to move something, if I want something to be put into a safe place, I have to give it to Tommy to put in a safe place, because if I put it in a safe place, it's never found again.
I think I'm going to start writing stuff like that down for myself. But I was going to say, I also have a traditional learner's deck, which, going back to the cards, my Dreams of Gaia is very contemporary, and it's very it's got some overtones, or would it be undertones, but kind of, if you know what you're reading, it is more overtones, but of very pro woman's lib kind of, you know it was a woman who wrote the book, which is great. But because my other deck is over there, but it's inside of a box underneath decorations, so I don't just stay there.
I think it's, let me look at it. I need to learn how to spell.
You know what? I spell better now than I ever have in my life, and I'm still a terrible speller. No, that's one of the reasons I keep Dwayne around for anything such as that. He actually learned things in school. I didn't.
It's Universal Weight Tarot Deck is the one I have. And I've had it for, I've had it since I was 18.
Okay, I'm Googling it. It was Universal what?
Weight.
Weight?
Yeah, I'll share it.
Okay, I'm like, which kind of weight are we talking about here?
This is the one I have.
Okay.
I've had it since I was 18.
So is it more of the traditional, or is it more of a contemporary?
Yeah, they look like this.
Is it the cups and the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my learner one is. Whereas my favorite one is, so is this angel one, is the elements.
And then I have
or elemental, not elements.
A love or angel something deck. I don't use that one. I'll
have to show you what I did with my oracle cards, because I wasn't using them. So I put them in a frame. I put them on a mat board and framed them, and they're in my bedroom above my dresser.
James says I have a Celtic Dragon Tarot deck. I had that deck. I had the book. Tommy ended up selling the book because my cards disappeared. Somebody.
And then you found your cards?
No, I never found the cards.
Oh, weird. That's
Um,
bad juju to steal someone's tarot cards, man. Karma, man. You better watch out. Just coming after you.
my brother
I
just.
stay away from those cards.
The only thing I stay away from is we.
I won't go into that either.
Yeah, no, I don't mess with Ouija boards because I wouldn't know how to handle it, and I'm not going to invite anything that I can't dismiss.
I'm getting yelled at by my brother.
Why is your brother yelling at you? What did you say?
I posted a picture.
What, of you guys as children or something? I guess, Peter, it depends on like what things mean to you. Like you said about staying away from the cards. Is that what it is? Is the I don't know, just like I said, just what they mean to you, sort of thing.
Yeah. They kind of give me the willy.
Oh, see, and I don't look at mine as, I'm not like there's no foreseeing of the future or anything. I'm more
That's
just look at
when I'm
mine.
flipping through the channels and Robin's on with the girl that reads tarot cards, I go, hi, and then gone.
So I
God.
look at it more as just tools to help you think. That's how my definition of my tarot cards are just it's just something to think about, that's all. And in a lot of ways they're symbolism. But yeah.
Oh boy.
Somebody's in trouble.
No, he asked me a question, so I answered. And now I'm sorry, you can't deny blood. You may not want to call somebody your family, but you can't deny them that people are not your blood. You have the same blood.
Yeah, you might not like them, but you're still family.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me that he said, I don't consider them family. But you can't say he's not your blood either because he is blood. I mean, you have the... Sorry, my brother is... Let me tell you, if he came on here, you would hear a whole lot of nasty stuff.
We're keeping it positive, so we'll pass on that.
I know. I know. That's the thing. But how I opened up last week about our biological, he's 1,000 times worse. But his isn't pain. His is anger.
Well, it's pain. It's pain under the anger.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I'm the one being the youngest in my family, I guess, is part of why that. And I have the most passive personality until you piss me off. And then I go psychotic. But I'm the one who, I guess I'm kind of the glue.
Mm-hmm.
And I figure the reason why being the youngest is my older siblings were always, keep an eye on your sister. But I'm the one who talks to all three of my older sisters or siblings, 2 sisters, 1 brother, on a regular basis. Actually, my sisters talk to each other more now because of me, because we do this thing where we will call each other at the same time, and so then we just end up in doing, a group call. Because we always we have that thing where we're always calling each other, or we know when like I know when one of my sisters needs me to call them.
That's cool.
I'm the oldest in the family.
I'm the oldest too. I wish I was the youngest. I get treated like the youngest.
I have no complaints of being the youngest. It was in my family, at least, it was the best spot to be in. My mother was worn down. My father no longer paid any attention, and then he left altogether. And so really, after my sisters left, because we're spaced out, my oldest sister is 11 years older than me, and then the next one is 7 years older than me. So I did not grow up with them. My first memories of them, they were already, full grown teenagers, but you know what I mean, size wise. And then my brother and I we're 3 years apart, but just 2 years apart in school, because my birthday is in September and his is in October. So,
Okay.
and, but, my sisters took really good care of me. My mother worked 2 jobs, and then, but they had to get out. And so then I just kind of ended up finishing raising myself, because, I tried to avoid my brother, but I really felt like I had the best spot.
Yeah, I'm and I'm treated like the youngest. So
Your siblings have older souls than you?
no, they just think they're the boss of me.
Ah.
All
Yeah,
of that. Well, my baby sister, I don't really know her all that well. So I can't really include her in that, but my other siblings, I can't.
And something else, I'm the shortest too.
That's the problem. I'm the shortest.
Yep. At 5'6", I'm the shortest. And I'm telling you, being average height is the easiest for buying clothes. My sisters are always looking for pants long enough in the legs. And I have no problem with that. Just being average leg length,
I have the opposite problem. I have to find pants and clothes that are short.
You have to take them home and alter them.
She goes to child's place.
Shh. Secret. So we were at Goodwill Saturday, and I found the most amazing, awesome dress ever, and I wanted to buy it. So I grabbed it off the shelf, and I held it up to me, and I asked Tommy, I'm like, what do you think? You think it'll look good on me? He's like, that is way too long. I looked down, sure enough, it was a puddle of the bottom of their dress on the ground. I'm like, crap. Never mind. Although I was able to find one pair of pants, and they were like, what is that? Super petite length. And so, yeah.
Oh, so my grandma, she was petite, and she loved to shop. And when she got older, my sister and mom and I, whether we all went together or combination or took turns, taking my grandma shopping. And so there we would be at Dillard's. And since my grandma, who we tried to get her to this, at first, use her cane and then stay in the wheelchair, she'd always disappear on us, and we couldn't see her over the racks. And there she is, with this pile of clothes. And because she loved Dillard's petite department.
My grandmother was tiny, but I'll tell you right now, when she got her dander up, everybody scattered.
Yeah,
everybody in the house. You never
wanted to get on my grandma's bad side.
Yeah, we didn't want to get on my mom's bad side.
It was horrible when she started getting Alzheimer's. I was actually her caretaker at the time, and it was so funny because I was working, and then I would rush home after work and give her meds and give her food and take care of her and get everything all situated for the night. And then I would take care of me. So this one particular night, my boss comes in and he says, I need these 3 parts done before you leave. I'm like, guy, you know I have to be home at a certain time with my grandmother. She's got to have her meds. And he goes, please, I really need these done, and I know you can get them done quick. Oh, okay. Well, it took me a half hour. I was a half hour late. I get in the house, and I notice that everything is dark. I'm like, my grandma always turns on the lights. What's going on? So I start walking up the stairs, and then I hear you, you know what? And I went, what the heck? Uh, I no sooner get to the top of the stairs, and all I feel is a whisk broom hit me dead in my chest. And I tumbled all the way down a spiral staircase to the bottom level. And here comes my grandma with the broom chasing me down the stairs. And I'm going, Graham, what's going on? I know you were out pouring with them things and smoking cigarettes and drinking. Graham, I just got out of work. And and she was thinking I was my father. And I'm thinking, so I finally keyed her. I said, it's little Pete. It's your grandson. And she, what are you doing laying on the floor? Really? It just knocked me down the stairs. Oh man. I finally got her into bed, gave her meds, gave her food, and everything was fine. And she didn't remember a thing. But boy, did I remember it in the morning.
Heck,
I had
yeah,
more
yeah.
aches and pains than I knew what to do with. I went to work the next day and I looked at my boss and I said, you owe me a bonus. And I told him the story. And he just looked at me. He says, are you serious? I was like, I'm dead serious. I told you when I said I need to leave here exactly 5 o'clock every night, I wasn't lying. I need to be out of here at 5 o'clock every night. Or the next time I come in, I probably have 2 black eyes and a broken neck and a bad hip, and I won't be able to do any work. And he was like, no problem. You'll be out of here at 5 o'clock from now on. It was so funny, though, when I got my paycheck, there was a $50 bonus in it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there you go.
That's sweet. No, my sister, she's the tall lady because she's 5'10", and so my mom says that she's the tall lady. And if she tells her, I have Patrice, then she'll be like, "Oh, I have a daughter named Patrice," but she doesn't know that my sister is her daughter. And then, I'm not going to say what she says about my other sister. It's not horrible. It's just not particularly nice. And then my brother, even in my mother's state of dementia, my brother's still the golden child. And then I always was the forgotten child, so I don't think she remembers me at all.
My grandmother tried to fix me up with all her nurses.
Oh,
I would walk in. She wouldn't know who I was. She goes, "Who's the cute guy with you? Is that your boyfriend?" And the nurse looks at me, and I look at her, and she just smiles, and I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go."
that's
and she's going. I'm just trying to keep a straight face and be cool. One nurse was cute as hell. She said that to her, and she's done it a couple of times, but this particular time, I guess the nurse just got crazy. And I'm standing there, and I come walking in. I said, "Okay, what's going on?" Blah blah blah. And the nurse says, "Oh yeah, and isn't he such a cute guy? Is that your boyfriend?" So the nurse comes over, puts her arm around me, and she gives me a big old smooch on the cheek, and she goes, "Isn't he a hottie?" I just love him. I here, 17-year-old guy, and I'm about ready to fall on the floor like, oh my gosh, what just happened?
That's hilarious. That is really neat. In my grandma's last days, so she never we were able to keep her at her house, but my sister was giving her around the clock care for the last 4 weeks. And she decided she was ready to go, and she just tanked. She died 4 years to the day of when she announced that she was going to go. And but my sister was Maria. For some reason, there is no Marias, but my sister was Maria, the nurse. and except for when she was, I don't know which one was which, but sometimes we were my grandma's sisters, and Helen and Ruth, and so we teach each other over the years over being Helen and Ruth. But no, whenever my grandma would be talking about either our grandpa, who was her second husband, who we call grandpa, or her father, we were like, "Go with them, Grandma. Go, go, go with your dad. He's here to get ya." And but she finally was able to go, and we were happy for her.
Now, it kind of happened the same way with my grandmother too. She kind of just like everything was fine. I would take care of her every day and do everything for her. And then one particular day, I came in and I said, hey, you ready to take a shower or whatever? And I'm like, you know what, honey? I really don't feel like it today. I'm like, that's weird. You're like very particular about that. I'm just not up to it. And then she told me a secret, and our mattress was full of money. And I said, yeah, Grandma, okay, whatever.
And it was?
Oh, yeah. It was with quite a bit. But,
that's awesome.
I thought she was, so I just let it be, like, okay. And she said, well, it'd probably be a good idea if you either get it out of the bed before I go to sleep tonight, or, it might be soiled in the morning. I was like, what does that mean? She goes, oh, I'm going up to be with Papa and Unky, and I'm going to be with God. I was like, oh, you're not, Graham. You're fine. I said, the doc just gave you a clean bill of health. You're doing real well. The medication's doing well. Everything's going great. She goes, no, it's my time. I love you. Thank you for everything you've done. And she said, really, I'm telling you, you should really take all the money out of the mattress. Well, Graham, there's no money in the mattress. She just rolled over and she unzipped the side. I thought it was a cover. Unzipped this little zipper, and there's these pockets, and they were full of money. And she had 8 of them, custom made into the mattress, and they were packed solid with money. She had a bad experience when she was young with the bank. When the depression happened, she lost everything, so she never trusted banks after that. And I didn't know she was that well off. I always thought she was struggling every month. I paid the bills, and it was like between her Social Security and this and Grandpa's stuff, and I was barely making the bills every month. And she had a big Victorian home, and the taxes and everything. I was like struggling. And
Wow.
the day she's gonna pass away, she tells me reaching the little pockets, and I'm pulling out $100 bills in wads, pulling them out one after another. I was like sitting there, like, really? And it was funny because I gathered it all up, I put it in a bag, and I took it to my room. And I stayed up half the night counting. Came up to like $25,000 or something.
Sweet.
Cash. And plus, she had money in the bank. Plus, she had stocks and bonds and all kinds of other stuff. From the 20s, she had top stocks that were worth big money, oil stocks, and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking she was frugal. I mean, this woman would penny pinch down to the penny.
Like you said, she lived through the Great Depression, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they stayed that way.
And when I counted it all, I'm sitting there, went to bed, and I tucked it all away and put it under the bed, and I'm hiding it. And the next morning I got up, made breakfast, brought it upstairs. She didn't wake up. She was gone. Wow. I called the ambulance in the corner, and they came up, and they took her away. And I sat there in my room for 4 hours crying. And I said, well, now what am I going to do? I got this giant Victorian. And come to find out, my lovely aunt, and her wonderful wisdom, she swooped in while I was at work, had my grandmother sign everything over to her. So when I actually went to the lawyer to go get all the final paperwork done, he said everything goes to your aunt. I went, what? And he goes, yeah, she gets everything, the house, the car, everything in the house, everything. Well, I
So
was
you
just,
took the cash and ran?
no, she took that too, because she took all my stuff, brought it downstairs, put it out on the front porch, and changed all the locks on the door and left.
What an awful person.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Oh yeah,
My
she
mother
found that.
doesn't have
She found,
anything.
she found that big old bundle underneath the bed, and she popped that right up.
Too bad you didn't go bury it somewhere.
Believe it or not, there's money in the backyard of my grandmother's place. There's money in the ground all over the place. My grandfather was a big, put the jars in the ground kind of thing. He'd fill it up with cash and change. There's money all over that backyard. If they ever dug it up, geez, they'd probably be enough to buy a pool or something if they wanted to. That was my grandfather's drinking stash. That's what he called it. But the funny thing was, he would never remember where he dug the hole and put the
I
money.
was thinking that, but he
Never remember.
stash it.
Oh, I was so sneaky when I was a kid. I used to go. My grandmother would give me a dime to go out and find my grandfather's liquor. My grandfather would give me a quarter. I didn't tell grandma where it was. So what I would do is I would take an empty bottle, fill it up with liquor, add water to it so it was pretty much the same level, and I'd split them in half, fill the other one up with water, bring it into grandma. Grandma would be all excited. She'd dump it down the sink. Grandpa go get his drinking on, and he'd find his bottle right where he left it. And, all right, kid, here you go. Here's your quarter. And then I'd go down to the penny store, the penny candy store down the street, and I'd have 30 cents in my hand, 35 cents. So you can imagine how much candy I got back then.
I found something that
Yeah.
my daughter did when she was in EC. She was like 3. I'm going to share the note. I'm going to share it with you. This is how spunky she was even back then. So this is January 9th. She was a commercial kid. She liked commercials. And she said, during our bathroom break, Jaslyn stuck her head in the toilet. We didn't have shampoo, so we used hand soap. Heidi, the para assistant or whatever in EC. So,
Hey,
okay. So, I asked her. No, she was older than that. She had to be 4. I think this happened just before Tommy and I got together. She told me when I asked her why she did it that she was doing an Aussie. Do you guys know what that means?
We used to call them swirlies, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, swirly.
Have you ever seen the shampoo and conditioner Aussie commercials?
Sure.
Where girls would line up in the bathroom or at the bathroom and they would go in with icky hair and come out with beautiful hair?
mm-hmm.
That's what my daughter thought happened. So she was trying to do Aussie hair at school.
That's funny.
Hey,
What
give her
a
A.
sting.
You got to give her A for effort.
Yeah, she creative.
Creative.
I just happen to see that, so because we're talking about things that bring us joy and make us happy stuff. Well, that brought me joy because now I can sit back and laugh about it. Before I was horrified until she said Aussie, and she was having an Aussie moment, and I don't even know if I'm saying the shampoo and conditioner right, but that's how she said it.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah, I had to explain to her that they don't stick their heads in the toilet. To she gave herself a swirly
Yeah.
Making her hair pretty.
to make her hair purty.
That is funny.
Yeah, okay, so that was the date on that was January 9th. Exactly 1 month later was when Tommy and I started dating, which was February 9th. And who would have thunk that she would end up turning out just like Tommy? Not in a bad way. Just so everybody is clear, not in a bad way. It's to me, it's hilarious because I was going through trying to find the picture where my brother was standing next to me while I was pregnant with my son, and he had his hand on my head, and I found that, and it just brought back a whole lot of funny memories.
I actually have a picture at the New Haven Polo Yards. Back when I was, gosh, probably 5. That's where the New York Giants used to practice, and my grandfather used to go down there all the time, and he used to take me. And so, I don't know, one Christmas he got me a Giants uniform. He got me the blue shirt and the numbers on it and the whole 9 yards. Well, he happened to get me Y.A. Tittle's number, and I'm standing there next to the Giants bench, and there's a picture of me in a program way back then with Y.A. Tittle and me, the little guy with the helmet on and everything. His arm is sitting on top of my helmet, and he actually signed that helmet. The life of me, I can't tell you whatever happened to it, but he actually signed it, and I was his leaning post for like half the game, so I didn't move for like half the practice. I just stood there while his arm was sitting on top of my head. Probably weighed about 5,000 pounds.
No, Dwayne, that's not what I meant. I meant sassy. Not Tommy does not wash his hair in the toilet. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I meant she's like him because he's sassy and she's sassy. No, that is not why his hair is blonde now, Dwayne. Don't be sassy. Real quick, Raven says, I took care of my mom from 8 years old till she passed when I was 15. Wow, that's a long time.
That's definitely going to shape you as to the person that you become.
Yep.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. For sure. All right, so we've been on for a little over an hour and a half. So we are going to head out. We will see you guys again next week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It was great to see you guys, and we will see you again next week. Have a good night, everybody. Do you guys have anything you want to say?
We're going to do a prayer tonight?
What's that?
We're going to do a prayer for your friend?
I will do a prayer for sure, yes. I'm not real good with doing it in public.
Oh, okay.
I never.
We'll do it in private. We'll do a prayer for her.
Yes, but I say my prayers for the people on my list.
I do the same thing.
Sleep, so, but again, thank you, Lady Freebird, for stopping in. I absolutely love you, my dear, and we will definitely be praying for you. Thank you, everybody else, for joining. Dwayne, thank you for being your normal sassy self. I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time. Much love.